TikTok family. I'm here with the dogs, very soothing sound. Hi Slyn, hi Michelle. Before I start, whoops, it looks like, I can't tell if it's going live or not. Are you guys able to see me okay? Hi Candy, hey Beauty, hi Kim. My list is full tonight. Yes. I love Beauty, how you have it there. Brittany, you're here. Good, sweetheart. So I have 3 prepaid readings. There's Tyneer, Julie, and Brittany. So I'm just doing a kind of count to see, heads up to see who's all here. Yeah, I might be going live on Sunday, although I don't know, you guys, only because, oh, you're from Illinois? Hello. Hi, Tanir. Hi, Talia. Hi, Gabriella. Good night, sweetheart. Oh, Julie. How funny. Yeah. So there's Julie, and I think she thinks that I went on a different time. Hold on 1 second, okay? We could not make it tonight, so we have 2 readings, which is good because I don't want to exhaust my energy, and I wanted to talk to you guys about some things after this. Yay, Tippy Toes! It's taken a while for TikTok to download the last thing I did, the last readings on here, so I'm going to try to load that tonight. But thank you all for being here, and I'm so excited that you guys get to see it on here, and then you rewatch it on the YouTube channel. And some things that I say here at the very beginning doesn't make sense. Oh, Julie, I just refunded you. You said you couldn't make it, huh, sweetie? I'm glad to do whatever works on you. Look at this. I'm messy. Someone's asking who's on. Am I on the list? Caitlin, I don't have you on the list. I have Tanir and Brittany. And then Julie, I just refunded you, Sunshine. I thought you couldn't make it, sweetheart. But it's all up to you, whatever you want to do. Okay, yeah. However you want to do it, sweetie. Caitlin, you for sure can. Which form of payment did you pay through? Because I can check on my break. I did not see a payment from you, Sunshine. PayPal. Okay, maybe that's why. Is your name different on PayPal than it is here? I'll tell you. Oh, you messed up on the time change. That's okay, Julie. You know what I noticed? We're all just trying our best, right? We all just need, there's so many rules in society, so much pressure on us all to be perfect and do all this stuff. And it's like, today, just give yourself a break. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be perfect. Everything's going to be right on time. I have a feeling like a lot of you were pressured from family members to always, there you go, Julie, to always have to show up for people and bend over backwards to try to get, approval. And let's just let all of that go today, okay? Perfect. So I'm going to do it in the order of received, and then Caitlin, if you don't mind, you would be 4th, and I will go out and check and come back in. Julie, I saw that, so you're all set. Yes. Keep in mind, I have a beautiful moderator, Kim, on here, and other moderators may come on. These moderators are volunteering their time, and they just do this out of the kindness of their hearts so that we can have a smooth live event. So please be kind to them and offer them some grace and compassion, as they are also just trying their best, okay? So I feel like that's the message for today. Give yourself a break and just breathe and relax. So without further ado, Tyneer, you are first, and Caitlin, I heard you, sweetheart. So I'm going to do Tyneer, Julie, and Brittany in the order that people paid, And then I will do a break after Brittany's and look on my PayPal for you, okay? If you ever need help moderating. Oh, thank you, Tippy Toe. Thank you so much. So thank you everybody for being here. Just sit back and relax. Please refrain from communicating while I'm giving a reading. I always take breaks after so you can say, wow, my grandfather, same. Like you can comment then. Even if it's a heart or emoji, just sit back with your journal and sit back and relax. There probably will be double messages on here because that's how Spirit works, wants to help everybody at the same time. So enjoy your readings today and listen to Kim. And Tanir, if you are here, Sunshine, you're first, Julie second, and Brittany, you're third. And thank you everybody for being here. You're ready. Yes, you are. So, sweetheart, the way I like to do my readings on here is to see who you want to hear from today. I don't need to know their name. I just need to know their relationship to you. And the reason I do that with group readings is because I just have a lot of names being yelled at me, and it helps me to target exactly what you want within this 20 minutes. It's almost like speed dating. I always use it to describe it that way. So Tanir, is there somebody you wanted to hear from today, sweetie? My grandmother, my grandfather, and my boyfriend's brother. Okay. And one of you is going to have, do you know that TV show Schitt's Creek, the David? You guys, I'm just doing a reading for Tanir, so please don't comment. If you look, everything is commented above so you can see, and this reading is only for Tanir. So do you know David from Schitt's Creek? I kept seeing that before this session. So there's going to be a David or somebody that was like that character, or Alexis. Yes, please don't comment. We're asking for good manners today, you guys. So Tanir, you wanted to hear from your grandfather. Did your grandfather have his own business, or was he an entrepreneur? Because I keep hearing family business. Does that make sense to you when I say that? And were you known as being very studious? Or are you trying to, someone like had their, that's okay, just put it to the side. He talks about family business, and you're asking for two people today. So if it's not your grandfather, then he's talking about, was it your boyfriend's brother, okay? And so this is how they show me. Hold on one second. Did one of them pass from a head injury or impact to the brain? It can be like tumor. No, this wouldn't be a tumor. This would be like aneurysm. It could have been my boyfriend's brother. Oh, he was a barber. That's it then. Yeah, because he's like family business. There's a family business. Yeah, and there's also a C or K sounding name here and or crossed over that they're bringing up as well. Was someone a professor in school, or did someone go like, I feel like there's something where someone was either a doctor or they went all the way to their doctorate. I can't tell which one of them's talking, so I'm going to balance the energy back and forth. It's like, when I say this, who do you think of, Tanir? They just keep showing me very studious, and someone going the full distance with their education. I feel like BS, or Bachelor of Science degree, so 4-year degree, and then I'm going to get my master's on top of that, and then doctorate. So it's like somebody like that. So they're either talking about you, or they're talking about someone who's crossed over. Does that make sense to you? My mom had her master's, and she's contemplating her doctorates. Do you see how that happens? Do you know what I mean? So this is grandfather's way of saying, hey, I'm here. Okay, I see it, Caitlin. You're all set, sweetie. Thank you for telling me that. So do you understand what they're talking about then? How they come forward this way? Okay, hold on one second. There's either with grandfather or her brother. I can't tell which one is coming through. I'll tell you what I'm feeling, and then you tell me who. It's like a game. Do you know what I mean? It's like charades here. This part of my face is going numb. So did your grandfather have a stroke, or did your boyfriend's brother have a head impact when he passed away? It's literally on my right side, like it is numb right here. And that's usually somebody's way of showing me a stroke. If it's not grandfather's, other people are coming through too. Could have been his brother because he was shot. Okay. Yes, you don't know exactly where he was shot. It hurts on this side of my head. And it's completely numb. That's the way I keep seeing that. Hold on one second. I don't know if there's an SC reference, or if there's a Santa Cruz reference, or SC, or if this was over by the ocean. I have to tell you about the things I see, and then you tell me what that means to you. Do you know what I mean? I literally see SC, and so I need to share that with you. 95% of what I talk about right now is going to make sense, and the rest I'm going to put to the side, okay? You always, people look at things so close. I'm so glad we have this on video, because what they'll do is I had a lady go, no, none of this that you're saying is making sense towards the end. And then she watched it on the YouTube video and she's like, oh, now I understand. Okay, SC to me, when they show me that, is like Santa Cruz, or there's an SC initials. Thanks, Kim. And if it doesn't make sense, like I said, just put it to the side. Unless there's somebody named Scott, because it can also mean that as well. But SC to me is Santa Cruz. So were they by a beach or ocean? Possible with a family, not sure. That's okay, just go ahead and put it to the side. And I keep seeing 3. So I don't know if this is grandfather or your boyfriend's brother that's been gone 3 years, or there's 3 of them in the family. But I keep seeing 3. Does that make sense to you? Let me go like this first. Have your grandfather or your boyfriend's brother been gone 3 years, passed away in the 3rd month? And if it's not that, then it's like they're showing there's 3 people in their family. But I always go there first, if that makes any sense. Your grandfather has been gone 3 years. Yep, that's the way. They're kind of like this ebb and flow, coming back and forth and back and forth. So I'm so glad they're coming through today. There's something about your boyfriend where he feels, his brother is telling me like he feels not responsible. Well, for one, there's a lot of anger about his brother's passing, and 2, there's like such protective energy to wish he would have done something. And your boyfriend's brother is making me feel that he just says wrong place, wrong time. But I also get a stubborn side to him, that even if people were giving him advice, he would not listen. There's something about that. Does that make sense to you when it comes to his brother? And he says know it all. So I don't know if he's like, don't tell me, I know, I'll be fine. And his brother is like, I was always worried about him because he just would not listen to me. His brother has anger because nobody ever apprehended. And yes, his brother was my brother is stubborn. Okay. Yeah. Is there like a Kevin Kyle, there's a C or K name involved with the brother and or who did this to them? And something monumental, he just said. So is his brother doing like, whenever somebody says they're doing a monument for me, it means that someone's like either getting, other than their grave area, they are doing a monument, which means, I'm not sure. Wait, I'm not sure. I don't know how much. Okay. That's okay. Just write it down. It will make sense. I promise you. These are recorded. You can listen to it after. Let me go back to what he's saying. Monument. Monumental monument. So someone is honoring his brother, and more so than just a grave site. It would be like, I'm going to get a tattoo of them. I'm going to carve out a stone in the backyard and dedicate a tree. It's something more like that. Does that make sense to you? Did his brother have kids? Because he keeps saying The kids, the kids. I'm supposed to keep talking about the kids. We did a balloon release, and it must have, and it was, is there a January reference too? If not the month of January, then I have a J coming through. Yes, his brother has kids. Okay. Because if you guys are helping out with the kids and you're stepping up and helping out with the kids, he really wants to thank you for that. And your boyfriend is extremely hard on himself, because I feel like he's stepping up to the plate and trying to help his mom's birthdays in January. Thank you. His brother really needs to hear this. One, his brother is at peace. He crossed over, he did a life review, he looked at his life, and he is at peace. It's so important to know that. Don't let any other medium tell you that they're stuck or anything like that. I feel he's no pain and he's out of peace, or he's no pain and he's at peace. It's so important to say that. Secondly, your boyfriend needs to give himself a break, because he wants to know what he can do now to make up for this and how he can be here for the kids. And he always feels like his efforts aren't good enough. Does that make sense? And the brother's like, I want you to stop that right now. Like, there's a K, C or K name coming in. And I may not know this name if it's a little bit different than what I'm used to hearing, but I'm telling you, I almost want to say like Kyle, Kai, or something like that. So he shows me that. Either living or past, they'll talk about everything. But it's so important for you guys to get this message to your boyfriend today from his brother, that he is doing enough. And the way that they are honoring him makes him realize just how much he meant to everybody. Yeah, no worries. And I know that you don't show up on here, but I literally just saw a wispy white feather. And whenever I see those, yeah, show him this. Yeah. Whenever I see those, I know that they're trying to let us know that they're waving from the other side and that they are safe. And they know that their passing caused a lot of pain for us and grief. And they're trying to console us from the other side. That's just what I just keep hearing. Is there a GL, like I almost wanted to say Glenn or Glendale or Glendon. There's a GL. It's like that. Glendon, Glen. It's like that. Either here or across. It can also mean a town that I'm not familiar with as well, okay? Your father is Gerald. Okay, I'll take that. I was like, yeah, Glendon. So it's the G and the E. Yes. So you wanted to hear from your grandfather. I'm hearing Glendon, but it's Gerald. That's close to me. Because I don't hear, like, it's not like when I'm talking on the phone. It's more like, and then I'll start to see, hear, and feel things. So that's close enough to me. It had enough letters where I match it. If you want to hear from somebody named Hank and I'm channeling David, that doesn't match and we have to let that go. But that's exactly right. Your grandfather is funny to me. Did he have a good sense of humor? There's something about him going like this. He's like, I'm strong now. I'm a young man and I'm strong again. And he keeps talking about how you have such a big heart and he's so glad that you like to help a lot of people. He said that you're the most selfless person that he's ever met. He says like that. Did your mom take care of grandfather before he passed away? Because he has a lot of gratitude towards your mom and he wants to say thank you. I'm supposed to say thank you for everything that she did. And someone like made all of his favorites. I feel like I'm going to make you your favorite food. I keep seeing that. Thank you, Lori. Hi. You might be muted only because I'm in the middle of a reading, but I really always appreciate you being here, and Delilah's doing great. I'm going to break after these readings, and then I'll be able to talk to you guys. But does this make sense to you, Tanir? Yes. And my oldest sister lived with him before he passed. Okay. So see how he's saying thank you for that. Thank you. And somebody made like all of his favorites. Do you know what I mean? He made all of his favorites. And if you guys are coming in, one of the things I have to wonder, only because I'm in the middle of reading, are you seeing the pinned comments not to comment? Because even if you comment against the rules, I still won't be able to talk to you and you'll be muted. So why don't you just sit back and relax and I'll take a break here and I'll be able to answer some questions. But right now I'm in the middle of a reading, okay? We really do appreciate you guys being here. Okay. Tanir. Yeah, I just keep seeing that. Please tell your sister that your grandfather and your mom that your grandfather is saying to you're here, so of course he's saying this to you as well. He was so glad that he was able to pass away with dignity. So I don't know if he passed away at home or if the majority of his descending was at home. But it makes me feel like because of the hard work that your family did, he was able to pass with like dignity, and he felt very secure and safe. So you need to tell them that, okay? And with he was at home and he went into the hospital. Oh, and passed a day later. Yeah, that's what I couldn't see, is if he actually passed away there. But it felt like most of his declining of health was at home. So he says thank you. Because now that he's crossed, he sees how hard that was to do. Do you know what I mean? Everybody's got kids in their own family, and they came and helped him, and he's very grateful. But he keeps talking about you, Tanir. He says you're very generous. Have you ever thought about being a teacher or working with children? You have a big heart, sweetheart. And I just posted a picture or something about my special needs sister. I feel like you're such an empath that you really pick out like the underdog, or you want to help the unseen person feel seen, if that makes any sense. And I keep seeing a 1 and a 7. So I'm trying to see if they're talking about January 7th or the 17th of a day. Everyone says that. And yes, I'm just talking about that to my spirits the other day. Yes, you're very good at this. The only thing I would forewarn you about is that empaths and light workers is what I call people like you. You're just so there to help and always thinking about others. And it's wonderful that you're doing that, but you deserve some time for you as well. So there's that saying that if your level of compassion isn't also for yourself, then it's not really compassion. Do you know what I mean? So I just keep hearing, you don't have to do a lot for yourself, but definitely make time for yourself. Write a list of things that you like to do, because the more your spirit is rejuvenated, Tanir, the more you can help others. So I just keep seeing that balance. I just keep seeing them say balance. Okay? Thank you, Ashley and Kim, for being here. And I keep seeing 17. So I don't know if somebody's 17 years old right now, or if someone was 17 when your boyfriend's brother passed away, or if it's January 7th or the month of the 17th of a month where someone either passed away or it's someone's birthday. But they literally are drawing, it looks like 117, 11/7. So that would be like November 7th, 1/7. I just keep seeing that. So if that makes sense, perfect. If not, put that to the side, because they're showing that, okay? Okay. There will be double messages. Please don't comment during someone else's reading. I will take a break to kind of see how you guys are doing. My sister, that's your sister's birthday, and she's 9. Okay, perfect. So your sister, my sister, your sister's birthday is 11/9. No, that's okay. Just put it to the side. I keep seeing 117 or 11/7 or 17. So just write it down. I promise you, either with you and or your grandfather, or your boyfriend, or his brother, it's going to make sense. I promise you. Because they always show me things like that for a reason. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, let me see if there's anything else that they want to say. When I ask again, your boyfriend's brother just keeps reiterating that he wants to tell him. There is a Kyle. There's like Kyle. Are you related to Kylie Jenner? No, I'm just kidding. There's like a Kyle. So, yeah, hold on one second. And like the Glendon and Geraldine, it's like that. If it's like lumped together but close enough, then that's it. Okay? Hold on one second. Okay. Okay. One of the things is with your boyfriend's brother, he wants to help your boyfriend understand that he is now at peace. He already has justice. This person who did this will have their own karma without the family lifting a finger. And I know he knows it seems unjust that this person wasn't caught and prosecuted, but he's saying nobody ever gets away with anything. So he wants to help him. How would you want to say that? He doesn't want him to waste the rest of his life being angry that he passed away this way, because he loves him so much. Do you know what I mean? But he knows that's hard, but he's asking him for it. He's like, you're too good of a person. In other words, this person who committed this crime, you understand? Yes, they will have their karma. They did not get away with anything. Because what I see is when people cross over, they do a life review. They're either happy of their life or they're not. Whoever did this has to look at it. And there's so much pain in your spirit when you see that you've caused harm to someone else and you didn't make amends. So that will all work out. The other thing that I want you to know is he's showing me for this, that he is helping him heal through this, that he does have a lot of anger, but he's saying, brother, I don't want you to, and there's like Mike or something, I don't want you to be so angry and waste the rest of your life. Like, live for me. My body is dissipated, but my spirit is very much still alive. Like, live for me. Do you know what I mean? And then when we do that and we're even a little bit open to that they're still there in spirit, then that's a little crack of all you needed. Have you ever heard, like, you only need the size of faith of the size of a mustard seed in order to move mountains? They say that because you don't have to believe fully. So his brother might think this is BS when he looks at this later because he is so mad. But his brother says, I will start to show you signs that I'm around as well. And there is like a Michelle, like M-I. He shows me like that. So I am pulling back. Please know this is how they're coming through today. I feel grandfather, it just keeps talking to me about how he always bragged about his family and how kind and everybody that you are. He is so thrilled with your mom that she's thinking about going the distance. He says she's always been really smart, that she should do that. It's going to benefit her a great deal. And I feel family first. So I'm wondering if she's the first one in the family that's going the distance as far as her education. So thank you so much, Tanir. I love this. When you guys do this, it's so cute. So moderators, I am going to pause for a moment. Yes, she is. See? He's like so proud, so proud. Yeah, please thank everybody for helping with the family. So now I'm taking a break and I can see how you guys are doing. Thank you, Tanir, my sweetheart. This will be recorded and put over on YouTube. My list is full today, you guys, but thank you for being here. The list is full and the moderators are here helping. Thank you, Gabrielle. Is it Gabrielle? Gabrielle? So cool. Thank you for being here. Thank you, moderators, for moderating everything. Some of you were saying that, commenting during the readings and saying that you have other things. My list is closed today, sweetheart, but thank you for being here. No worries. No worries. Yeah, Caitlin, you're in. You're set, sunshine. You're all set. My reading list is closed today, Emily. These are prepaid readings, but thank you for being here and thank you for watching, everybody. I do private readings via phone and Zoom readings, so you can always double click on my on here just to see. Is it okay that you tap? Yeah, that's a great question. Ash Dance, thank you. Is it okay if we tap while you're doing the reading, or does that interrupt? That does not interrupt. Thank you so much. It's just the language, when people start putting hearts in the comments or something, because I'm extremely sensitive, and so I like get pulled exactly to who's on the thread. So thank you for that. Hi, Julie. Did you send me a message? Was that you? Elena, no, I did not. So thank you guys. You always know now. If I'm sending you a message, double click here and see if it's my profile. That's not my account. I would never message you. As a matter of fact, if you could screenshot it and send it to me, that would be great so I can report it. But I do not message people. There are fake accounts. I just keep trying to tell you guys. Yeah, I will never do that. You can check out my bio, Caitlin. Oh, good. How can I get a reading at another time? If you're following me, I'll tell you when I'm going live again with the holidays coming up. I'm not sure. Yeah, Brooke just said I had to block a fake account of you. Yep. There are 40 currently on TikTok, and they block me, so I don't even know they exist. And 20 of them I have put on pinned comments. So I will never message you. Look at the amount of followers they have, and then you'll see from there, okay? Perfect. Thank you guys for being here. Brooke, I'm so glad that you're blocking them. Let's get rid of that energy. Okay. Moderators, thank you. And thank you all for being here. We do have 3 more readings that I'm going to do. And as I start this next reading, it is for Julie. So Julie, whenever you're ready, just come on board, sweetheart. And the rest of you, if I can have you sit back and relax and just enjoy, but please don't comment, as it will be a waste of time anyway because you'll be muted. But I promise you, the way that this works is a really good flow, where I'm going to be doing Julie's reading right now, and then I'm going to take a break, and then I'll answer questions, either in between the readings and or at the end. Okay, thank you so much. And I do have a website, moderators. I don't know if one of you can put that on there. My website is Peace-Serenity, and that's where you can sign up for a phone reading or a Zoom reading, up to 6 people. It's really wonderful, and it's recorded. So Julie, my dear, we had a mix up with the time. Are you here now? Juju Beans? Julie, Bobuli, Banana, Fana, Fofuli, Julie. Julie, Bobuli, Julie. Where are you, sunshine? I think it was like Jukes, Jukes, like that. Thanks, Kim. Where'd you go, Julie? Julie. I'm gonna give it, there we go, sweetie pie. So you see me do these readings on here before. They're more like speed dating readings, where I ask you to tell me who you'd like to hear from so I can target the energy. So I don't need to know their name, sweetie. I just need to know their relationship to you. Like mom, dad, like that. Julie is here. Hi, Julie. So who did you want to hear from today, sweetheart? I'm wondering, Julie, if you might be on a delay with your Wi-Fi, sweetheart. What you might want to do, Julie, is jump out and come back in, because I don't see a comment unless my thread has frozen. Yeah, I see you. I'm not hearing what you're saying. So the way I like to do this is to see who you want to hear from today, sweetheart. Did you have a person in mind of who you wanted to hear from? if you are commenting, I just can't see it. That's why I was thinking maybe there seems to be a lag or something. Kim and moderators, can you see me okay? Okay, there we go. Okay. Yes, there we go. Julie, can I ask you a question? Did he smoke? Did your husband smoke? Because I taste smoke in my mouth, and that's somebody's way to show me that they smoked when they were here. Does that make sense to you? Yeah, you're commenting now, I see. Can you hear me, sweetheart? So what happens is when I pull someone forward, and you see your husband, and I try to pull him forward, I start to taste smoke in my mouth, and that tells me that someone on the other side is coming through and that they smoked. Does this make sense to you when I say that? Yeah, sweetie, you want to hear from your husband. Mm-hmm. And do you mean, did your husband smoke? Can you say like yes or no? I don't know if it's frozen on my side, or what's going on. Kim, can you tell me if, look how cool that was. Where did those go from? Oh, okay. It's not. He chewed tobacco. Thank you. That's his way of showing me that. And do you know that movie? Yeah, it's lagging for some reason. And it can just be the Wi-Fi. Yeah, no worries. Do you know, I just keep seeing, this is interesting to me. So I'm hearing the name Red, like somebody called somebody Red, or that's a sign for you, like Red. Because isn't that the name of, what is the Yellowstone TV show with Kevin Costner that they have on the Cowboys? And that one guy's name, is his name Red? Like R-E-D. I keep seeing that. So I don't know if someone's name is Red or Rex or someone had red hair. But it's like they're showing me that guy from Yellowstone, the husband that wears the cowboy hats. I keep seeing that. Yes, Julie, I confirm that. You said he chewed tobacco. Definitely, that's his way of coming through. Did you guys have a son together too? Because I literally hear mini me. I literally am hearing right now mini me. Does that make sense to you when I say that? And it also means whenever I see that with a man and they're saying mini me, it also means that someone's like named after somebody. Is his mom crossed over too, or is your mom crossed over, Julie? Because there's also a woman with him I'm seeing. And he tells me mom. He says it like that. And there is a Red. You're not from Nebraska, are you, sweetheart? It might be. Julie, I think what's happening is, because normally when I do readings for people, they comment right away, sweetheart. And if you're feeling frustrated, I think it's because your internet's kind of on a lag. So you might be commenting right now and I just can't see it. So I'm just going to keep going forth with what I see. But I think that's why you're feeling like you're like, why are you saying you can't hear me? I'm commenting. It's like there's a lag on the internet on your side, baby girl. Julie, do you see your comments on the thread right now, sweetie? He has 2 sons. Okay. If ever he says like one of them's mini me, then one of them's like named after him. Either that and or somebody's like just like him. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. and then he says mom. So I feel like he has mom with him. So it's like your mom, his mom. There's a mom figure with him crossed over as well. Okay. A mom would be like, so no moms, both moms are here. So a mom would be like, if his grandmother helped raise him and he considered her a mom, I have a mom figure with him coming through. They're showing me like that. Yeah, thanks, Kim. And I don't know if he passed away around Christmas or if you were too exhausted to even decorate for Christmas, but I just keep seeing things in boxes, and I keep feeling like I don't have the energy to do that. Does that make sense to you when he says that? And he keeps saying red. That's the guy from Yellowstone, the movie with Kevin Costner, the guy red. Yeah, no, not for Nebraska. Okay, red, there's a red reference. Like he just keeps saying that. So I don't know if you have red hair, if someone called somebody red, if he, oh, red, just like him. Oh, the sun is just like him. Okay. Or if he's showing me the guy from Yellowstone, that's how he looks. That's a full-on cowboy. Do you know what I mean? With the hat and everything. Like a tough guy, rugged, rancher, or red, big red gum. Like I just have to decipher what it is that he's showing me. Were you in a serious relationship? Okay, his grandma. Okay, thank you. So his grandmother helped raise him. Okay, thank you. And if someone was actually called red or had red hair, he's showing me that as well. Show me the other thing. And were you in a serious relationship? Were you married twice? Was somebody married twice, or did they have a serious relationship and then this relationship? Because I just feel like I keep hearing I got a second chance with you. I got a second chance with you. And he died in November, which is why at the end of that other reading, I kept hearing that. So I don't know if it was November 7 or on the 17th, but sometimes in one reading, when it double backs another reading, that's what will happen. But do you understand? Was it just this November, sweetheart? Because I keep seeing things in boxes and looking at them and feeling like I just don't have the energy to decorate for Christmas. I just keep seeing that. So I don't know if you're doing it different or keeping it simple this year. But that's his way of saying I'm watching over you, and I can see that. Does that make sense to you? Is somebody's name like with SH, like Sherry or Shelby or Sean? It's like SH. I almost wanted to say Shine, so I didn't know if he's saying that. That's that song, right? You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. But I felt like it was more of a name. You were together 20 years. Okay. Because he makes me feel like there's something about he's so much. Not only was he in love with you, he shows me that, tells me that you were the love of his life and still are, but also shows me that he was like lucky to have you. So it's either he was married before you. Thank you. Thanks. Because I was like, there's 2 marriages he's showing me. And he felt like, I don't know how to say this, but he felt like he got gypped the first time. So then when he met you, he was like, he never thought he could find love again. And he's saying that he could be quite stubborn, and you were like, you opened your heart to him, and he was like, he just was dumbfounded. I feel like he was almost ready to give up, that he didn't know if he would be able to find love again. Oh, sweetie, I'm sorry. Oh, you moved 6 months ago. Maybe that's why everything's in boxes. I just keep seeing things in boxes and not wanting to decorate for Christmas because it seems exhausting. So does that make sense to you? Why he would be saying that? Dogs are snoring. We'll bring the good energy of the doggies. Can I ask you, did twins run in your family or his family? Or are there two people that look a lot alike? I swear I just started seeing like twins. And there's this jam that either he and or grandmother figure is coming through and showing me, and I did not care for this jam, but I keep wanting to look at, like, it reminds me of, like, I can't, is marmalade jam orange, like apricot jam? It's like marmalade, like someone's favorite was like marmalade jam. Are you saying that right? And so when he shows me that, please know that's his way of coming through too, and or showing who's with him, or showing me something that's your favorite. I never know why they show me what they show me, but I know it's going to mean something to you. Do you know what I mean? It's definitely going to mean something to you. I just did a reading last night, and I was like, baked beans, and they're like, yeah, he loved those. I'm like, oh my gosh, so this is making sense to you. Okay. I just feel like I don't know if he would call you darling, but I just feel like he's just letting you know that he understands how tough everything is. He's glad you had the 20 years that you did. I don't know if he had cancer, but his entire body was hurting. Okay, no twins. It's just somebody who, like, they get told a lot that people thought they were twins, because he's showing me like two people that look look a lot alike. So I don't know if he's trying to go back to the kids and showing me the mini me. If you put their pictures, their baby pictures side by side, you won't be able to tell the difference. It's something like that. Do you understand? It's something like that. Yeah. And I don't know if you're rather independent or if you're trying to handle all of this by yourself, but he's saying like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, and my back feels so tense. So I don't know if you have back problems, but please try to go get a massage, because it feels like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Does that make sense to you, sweetie? Yeah. Okay. I feel like you need a vacation. Do you know sometimes people are like, I can't do this Christmas. It's like, maybe next Christmas have it just be a non-holiday, like going to Hawaii or something and just relaxing, because everything just feels very overwhelming right now. And he's saying it feels too much. And sometimes that happens, right? Like when someone first passes away, all of the relatives and everybody and all the friends come and check on you. And then when it's the next year, it seems kind of like lonelier. Do you know what I mean? One of your kids have a Snoopy reference, or did you have a dog that looked like Snoopy? You know, from the Charlie Brown. It looks like Snoopy. Yes, he and his grandson. Okay, the twins, like how they look alike. Yeah. Someone had a Snoopy. It's like, it's a Snoopy or Charlie Brown reference. Yeah, I just keep seeing that. I'm like, Julie, are you listening to Snoop Dogg right now? No, I'm just kidding. Enjoy the sound of slumbering dogs. Yes, very stressed. That's what he's saying. He just keeps showing me that. And I don't know why he showed me did he do construction? I see a man's work boots. Work boots. It's either like hiking boots or work boots. Yeah, he's saying, honey, maybe next year go away for the holidays. Do you know what I mean? It's all been too much. Let me see if there's anything that I can see. Yes, that's what he's saying. And it makes me feel like everybody, checked on you last year when this was happening, and now it's like crickets. Like all of a sudden it's like everybody's gone and you're feeling like they're going on and living their life and yours is on hold. But he's saying, please, like for the holidays, go and do something a little different. That's how he puts it to me. He would like you to like go somewhere like the Virgin Islands, because I can see where it shows like Bali where the water is really blue. I just keep seeing that. So whatever's going to fill your spirit, wherever you want to go, he's like, now's the time to take care of yourself and travel. That's just how he shows me, okay? God, the dogs are snoring. And marmalade, it's like, write that down, like marmalade. That's like the third time they kept showing me that. So like I said, sometimes they show me things about you. Sometimes they show me things about themselves or somebody with them. And when they talk about marmalade, I need to bring that up. And he was a carpenter. Yep. Because I felt like my work boots, my carpenter boots, right? So I don't know if you still have those or if he came in and you always made him put those by the door, but he just showed me carpenter boots. So see how he knows, sweetheart. So I often tell people, this is their spirit has dissipated, but their body has dissipated, but their spirit is very much still alive. And he was not feeling very well towards the end, and he's around you now. He's not gone. He's transformed into different energy. And so often you've seen me on here, I've told people it's like the caterpillar turning into the butterfly. It doesn't mean it's gone forever. It means it's transformed into something else. So he can see you. He's looking over you. He's like he's watching over you, and he's vicariously living through you. And he's saying that he understands this lonely time for you right now, but he's literally writing travel, Travel, and he's saying that's going to help you like lift your spirits. And I just really feel like when we know an anniversary is coming up, or we know that a holiday's coming up and we just can't do it, do what you need to do to feed your soul. Do you know what I mean? To help you get through that. He also says nobody knows what you're going through right now. You're the only one who knows. And so don't listen to other people's advice. Just do what you can just to get through the next day until you start to see more movement. And he is saying that he's sending help on the way. That's how he words it. He's sending help on the way. So I hope this brought you some comfort today, sweetheart. I love doing these readings on here because they are recorded, so you can rewatch it later over on YouTube. And then it's like to re-listen to the information again is something that will uplift you. And then also anything that you weren't able to figure out that he's talking about now, you'll be able to see that after. And somebody only liked Coors beer, Coors. Someone only liked that was their beer, like Coors. Unless somebody's name is like that, I'm literally seeing it reminds me of not Coors Light, Coors. It's like the only beer that they liked. I just keep seeing that over and over. Okay, Julie. Thank you, sunshine. I hope this brought you some comfort today. The reason I knew the things I knew is because his body's dissipated, but his spirit is very much still alive. Yes, it makes sense. Perfect. And he's around you, sweetheart. So we have a right to say to our loved ones who've crossed, like, I'm mad, I'm here, and you're gone. Like, talk to him as much as you can. Scream at him, yell, cry, get all of that out. And then just start knowing that if he came through this clear in the reading, doesn't mean he's not around me. I'm the conduit, and this is your love for him and his love for you that helps me see these signs. But these signs are around you all the time, and love is eternal, and he's 100% conditional love right now, okay? Thank you, Julie. I will be reposting this video in the next 48 hours. Thank you, moderators. Jenny, I saw you joined us. Thank you so much. Brittany's next, and then Caitlin. Thank you guys for being here. You will hear dogs snoring in the background. I am quickly going to grab some water, but you're welcome to say hi. The moderators are here, and I will be right back. Thanks for waiting. Whew. Hello, hello. Hi, Cooper. Oh, my list is closed tonight, so I'm not taking any payments for the readings. Thank you guys for being here. I don't know that I'm going to go live again before Christmas, just because I'm going to be picking up my special needs sister Angie. A couple of you have asked if I'm going to start having classes. Julie, when I click on your profile on the live, it shows that we are friends, so I'm confused. Yeah, I followed you, sweetheart. I'm following you. Elena. But I will not message you for a reading through this account. So if anybody messages you, go out and look at their account and look at who they are, unless I can look at it after. If you want to send me a message through TikTok. LeJunebug, hi. Angie's coming, Lori. Oh my God, Laura, I'm so excited. So you guys just saw a picture of her. She does this thing where she rubs her hands, and my eldest and I were like, that's how she manifests. My sister Angie manifests things like nobody's business. I'm telling you, we get free things all the time when I'm with her. And if you hadn't seen my story about what happened with her, it was that we were at a mall one time, and that Santa was there, and the line was too long, and I always took her every year to go see this one Santa. It was like real beard kind of and everything. It was in Newark, California at the New Park Mall. And Santa had a line of 25 people in line because I had to come home because I had finals and I had to work longer than I normally do. And, oh, good, Elena, I'm glad. And I was on the second floor of the mall looking down. I said, Ange, we can't go see Santa. Look at the line. It's too long, sweetheart. I think it was like the day before Christmas Eve. It's probably the 23rd. And she goes, darn it. And right then he looked up and he goes, Angie, is that you? And she goes, hey, Santa, like on the counter. She's like, hey, Santa, on the railing. And he goes, get down here. And so we went up. There were 25 people in line. I thought he was just going to wave to her. He's like, everybody, I have to let you know I have a very special guest today. This will only take a minute. He's like, Angie, come over here and sit on my lap. And they had the Polaroid. They took her picture. And then they gave her little crayons and a little coloring book. She told Santa what she wanted. When we went over to pay for the picture, he goes, this is on me. It was so sweet. It was like so magical. And like no one argued. No one said, hey, we've been waiting in this line for 45 minutes. They all just like, it's like the sea parted. Do you know what I mean? It was just the most beautiful thing. And those are the kind of magical things that happen when I'm with Angie. So it's wonderful. For the rest of you guys, I just wanted to welcome you and thank you for being here. These are prepaid readings, so I'm going to do a couple of readings right now. Just sit back and relax. These are recorded and put over on YouTube so that you can rewatch it later. So Brittany, you are up, and then Caitlin, you are going to be the one that we are wrapping things up with. So thank you for being here. And Brittany, are you still here, Sunshine? Brittany, there you go. And you want to hear from your husband. I love your name, Woods. My eldest was in a play called Into the Woods. Okay. So Brittany, he's showing me number 5, so I have to ask, was it you and your husband and 3 kids, or did he pass away on the 5th month? Because he goes like 5, like that. And that's usually their way to show me who's and how many people they have in the family or the month. He goes like that. So it's like mom, you, husband, 3 kids, 5. Does that make sense to you when I say that? Or it's on the 5th month, which is May. But I felt like he was talking about family. Your birthday's in May. Perfect. Okay, hold on one second. Was he very romantic? Because I just saw more than just like a dozen roses. I felt like I was going to walk in and see like a lot of flowers for my birthday. Do you know what I mean? So I just, when I see something like that, I'm like, ooh, somebody was very romantic. Yes, very. That's what I'm saying. I just keep seeing that. And do you know that cologne, Calvin Klein men's cologne? I smell that, but he didn't smell like some men put on the cologne. It's like so overbearing. I don't feel so. Do you know what I mean with him? And you guys are such like a cute, such an adorable couple. I can't even tell you. And he makes me feel like really personable guy. If that makes any sense. Did he just love kids? I don't know if he's trying to show me he was kid-like or if he was just a kid. So this is making sense to you? He goes, she just did that yesterday. Did you just dust off his picture? Did you just... Yes, we were together since I was 14. Yes. I just feel like kids are very drawn to him, and or he was childlike. And I don't mean to say immature by any means. Do you know what I mean? But I just feel like there's something about him where he's like, he's either telling me that, yes, kids were drawn to him. Because he's just so darn childlike. Do you know what I mean? And he shows me this, there's a word called fun uncle, and it's called funkle. And I feel like he was that. Do you know what I mean? He has two. Sorry, when I do readings, I was like, I forgot what I was saying. He has 2 kids. Okay. And just side note, if there was a child that was lost, he would count that too. Do you know what I mean? So when he shows me mom, dad, and 3 kids, and so if there was a miscarriage, he would be acknowledging that as well. Okay? Hold on. Yeah. Do you have a bracelet from your grandmother, or do you have a bracelet that you play around with a lot? Or I don't know if he had a watch where he was always like this with his watch. I all of a sudden been drawn to my wrist. I feel like I'm playing with it, so I'm trying to understand what he's talking about. Fun uncle, yeah, a funkle. That's what that is. And he's either drawing me to the month of December, or he's talking about somebody D. He had a bracelet that represented his, he had a bracelet that represents his son's brain tumor. Thank you. And he never took it off. Thank you, Sunshine. Thank you for being open. Because I'm feeling like I'm going like this. I feel like I'm playing with it. Like, what is it, a watch? What are you showing me there? Yeah. And he died in December. I'm so sorry, sweetheart, because he went like D. He showed me like that as well. He's like, you're doing a hell of a job. Just keep trucking and everything that you're doing. He keeps talking about, he's like, I knew I married a winner. He just keeps saying like that, because no matter what, you get up and you just keep going. You're like, he calls you the little engine that could. And he said, Julie, you need to make reference to her that she's the Energizer Bunny. You need to make that reference. So I don't know if other people call you that, or if you're just on the go, or if busyness is your therapy. But I'm supposed to call you the Energizer Bunny. Does that make sense to you? She's all LOL. Yes. Okay. He's like, she wants to help everybody. She's the kind of person, when you tell these stories, she's at Target and people will be like, do you know where the toilet paper is? And she's like, she doesn't only just go over there. She's also like, do you have the app on your phone? Do you know these are 2 for 1 right now? And you're like, you're not even related to these people. Why are you running around helping everybody? But he said that's what he always loved about you. That's what he always loved about you anyway, is the amount that you're caring and you're giving. Does that make sense? Did you just cut your hair? I just keep going like this with my hair and go, oh, this is driving me crazy. Like, I don't know, if you've been, this reminds me like when I first went through menopause, I was so sweaty. Like, I don't know if you just wanted to cut your hair, or if your hair has been driving you crazy, or if it's sweaty, but I just feel like I want to do something with this because it's too much. And that would be his way of saying, I've been watching over you and I'm seeing what you're doing. This doesn't make any sense to me, but it should make sense to you. Yes, I just got it a different color. He's showing me that. There's a blueberry reference. There's a blueberry reference, and I'm trying to understand what he's saying, because first he showed me a song with the word blueberry in it, and then he showed me Charlie and the Chocolate Factory when the girl eats the blueberries and she gets really big. So I don't know, blueberries are your favorite, or they were his favorite, but there's a blueberry reference. Does that make sense to you when I say that? Did you dye your hair blue? No, I'm just kidding. And if you did, that would be fine. He also makes me feel like you're going through a big change. We're not only, okay, that's okay. 95% of what I talk about makes sense. The other part put to the side. It's a song with the word blueberry in it. And he showed me that a couple times. So it's like, not that, then it's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It's funny the way that they'll leave me the clues that will go back to something. Just know he's bringing that up. So I don't know if he's doing blueberry, or we're going to the name Charles, or if Willy Wonka means something to you. That's okay. Just 95% of what I say immediately should make sense like it has. And the other 5, just put it to the side, okay? He just makes me feel like whenever I see something around you like this, Brittany, where it's like 555, it means buckle your seatbelts. You're going through a big life change. So I feel like just your hair now. And now I feel like I want to throw out all my clothes and look at new clothes. I feel like your whole style is changing. And when I've done readings for people like you, I always say, take it back a year ago from today, take a picture of yourself now to then. And it's like you've changed so much, you're evolving. Do you know what I mean? And have you been painting as well? I don't know if you've been painting your house, thinking about changing colors, painting your house, or you're an actual painter, but I'm smelling paint, and that's usually somebody's way of saying they're actually painting and or they're an artist. So that makes sense to you? Okay. No paint, but changing your lifestyle. Do you understand? Is someone an artist either here or crossed over? So that was really specific. I felt like I was going like this. That would be like makeup artist, I'm drawing. It was like very specific. And did he have a heart attack? My chest is on fire when I pull him forward. So I'm trying to ask him how he passed away. He liked drawing and painting as a hobby. Thank you, Sunshine. It's him then. So see, because it's like this and then painting. So he was the artist. Okay, very specific thing to like describe himself as. And he went into cardiac arrest because my chest is on fire. It's so on fire. And bless your heart, you were like, I'm going to pray that he's going to make it. And he's going to make it. And when he didn't, you felt so devastated. That's the feeling I keep feeling. And yet there's something, I don't know if this was the catalyst, his passing was the catalyst to huge change for you now, but I felt like there's something about like reading a lot about all of this. And for someone who I'm just giving a first time reading to, you seem to be very open about how this works and that they're alive on the other side and how they show you signs. So I'm wondering, have you already read about that, or was that an interest? No, it wasn't interest prior. He's saying that his passing put you on the catalyst for like reading about things like this or educating yourself, like being around it. So you're like, I really want to know how this works. Does that make sense? And I keep seeing, yes, that makes sense to you. I keep seeing blueprints. See, if it's not blueberries, I keep seeing blueprints. Are you thinking about remodeling or adding on something to your house? I keep looking at blueprints. Yes, this has been interested in. Yes, because he shows me that as well. And okay, I will, sir. Thank you so much. Do you have a Johnny in your family? Say the other thing that you just said about, oh, I missed it. Has anybody ever told you you should write a book? No, but we just bought a new mobile home. Okay, that's it. because it's like blueprints. Do you know what I mean? And so that's his way to try to show me. See, he knows. He knows. He knows, sweetheart. He knows. Was he funny? Because I asked him for anything else, and he's all, tell her it works kind of like the Santa Claus song. He knows when you are sleeping. He knows when you're awake. Do you know what I mean? He's like, I see you. He's very much, yes, this is making sense to you. Perfect, perfect. Because I feel like you talk to him all the time, and you're seeing signs. I don't know if everybody's gonna believe that you're seeing signs. He said it doesn't matter as long as it's bringing you peace. It doesn't matter, because I feel like there's a skeptic around you, like that would happen. You're gonna find feathers anywhere. Do you know what I mean? I just made a video where I was just getting off my live with you guys, and I was saying look for feathers in unusual places, and our dog Nolan hid his ball underneath the couch, and I pulled out the ball, and there was a feather right on the ball. Like, not just feathers, but like feathers in unusual places. Okay? Someone have an Elvis reference? Elvis? Yes, I've been upset lately because I used to feel and smell him and not, yes, sometimes right at the beginning, when they pass away, we feel them very strong. And I call it their grace. It's like holding us up. I don't know if someone, so I thought he left me. He did not leave you. He did not. They know that we need that right at the beginning, so they're just around us. He did not leave you. I promise you 100%. The reading that I'm giving you is his love for you and his love, your love for him and his love for you, where I'm able to hear all this information. Do you know what I mean? There's an Elvis, his mom loves Elvis. Okay. Because I'm telling you, he was like, love me tender, la dun dun. And he's all, keep talking about Elvis, keep talking about Elvis. See, how would I know that? Sweetheart, he's here. This is like the third time he showed me Elvis. And there was, the song with Elvis had Blueberry in it, but I cannot remember the song. And so the Blueberry thing was an Elvis song, and now he's saying, love me tender, love me blue. And that's Elvis, right? Telling you, sweetheart, he's around you. He's not around me. He's around you. So I can hear him because he's trying to show me these things. Do you understand? Blueberry Hill. Yeah. Thanks, Kristen. I didn't know if Elvis sang that or not, but I just kept hearing that. So that's your husband's way of showing me. So there goes the Blueberry connection. Do you know what I mean? Because I was like, I don't know who sings that song. So I know how this goes, and I just, side note, I only share myself with you if it's going to help you at all. But there was a time where I quit doing readings because I lost family members back to back, and it was devastating. Grief, it hits you like a ton of bricks, and I've never been so exhausted as when I've been grieving. But I do know that doing things in their name and writing to them helps so much. So I always say, get yourself a journal and only write to them. Just write letters to them. I'm so mad. I'm not seeing signs. I feel like you're not around. Please come to me and show me a sign. Hold tightly on the request that you want a sign. Hold loosely to how it unfolds. Because sometimes people are like, I want them to come into my dreams. And so they're going to show you a penny or someone that looked like them or smelled like them, or your song's going to come on. But all the time you're thinking about the one sign that you asked for. They will show you signs always, but we just have to be open to what those are. Does that make sense? Yeah, because he tells me that you're mad. He tells me that you told him that you're mad, and that you were also worried. They come on strong when they first pass away, so I think that's an important thing to discuss with people. And then it's not that they're not around you, they're just like, oh, they're stronger now, so they don't need me like as much signs. But he's right there with you. How would I know that you just had something, blueprints, which means home? How would I know his mom likes Elvis? Do you know what I mean? These are all signs to show you that he's very much around you. He feels very lucky to have you in his life. He knows that you feel robbed from his passing, that he died so fast, and that you have a right to be mad. We have to get our anger out. Our society's so much like, oh, well, they passed, and at least you guys had a good relationship. It's like, yeah, but they're gone. Do you know what I mean? So we have to acknowledge our anger and let that out somehow. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know if you've seen me on here before. I say you have an outrage room where you can just go break stuff, like go break some things. I love outrage rooms. You put on a little suit so you don't get hurt, safety glasses. You just go in there and like let your anger out, because you really got thrown for a loop in thinking you guys were always going to be together. So you've had to kind of reinvent yourself. And you are doing that, he says. I just have to go back to something really quick. I don't know if you've ever been told that you were going to write a book, but whenever I see it around somebody, it's like, yes, that's what I need some days. Yeah, you've got to be able to get your anger out. Our society's like, well, you already cried about it. They've been gone 3 years. Aren't you over it? It's like, you know, those are the kind of people that I want to punch in the face. You're never over someone's passing. There's always a layer to it where you're like, God, I'm missing them, because it would be our 50th anniversary today. Do you know what I mean? So feel your feelings. Don't let other people tell you when you're done grieving or how to grieve. That's none of their business. Do you know what I mean? I always say I only interfere if someone's like not taking care of themselves. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But I keep seeing a rainbow, so that's his sign to say, I'm trying to show you hope, I'm trying to show you that I'm around you, and that he's sending his love always, okay? So I hope this brought you some comfort today. Please know he's just a beautiful, beautiful soul. I don't know if there's a Mike, M-I-C-K-E-Y. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if there's an M-I name either here or crossover. Be showing me that as well. Like, I wanted to say Michael. Okay. Whew. So I'm pulling back. Please know Mike is his dad. Yep, that would be the way that he brings this up. He's got so much love for you, sweetheart. Just ask him to bump up the signs. Literally talk to them like how he's talking to us, you know, or like how we talk to one another. You can just say, I'm pissed at you. You're not showing me signs. What the heck are you doing over there? Do you know what I mean? And then just hold on tightly to the request and hold on loosely to how the sign unfolds. Perfect. Well, I want to thank him for coming through so clear. He knows, sweetheart. And this, he loves you too, beyond words. He just keeps saying you were the love of his life. He was very romantic, like all those things that he showed. And he does say he knows he was taken too soon, but you guys loved more in your lifetime together than other people had that are still alive right now. So he is very grateful for that, okay? Perfect, sweetheart. So one of the things that I love doing, and I'm going to take a break right now and just get ready for Caitlin's reading, and keep in mind these are recorded and put over on YouTube, is to let you guys know, as much as I love being a medium, you guys, this is your love for them and their love for you. You're welcome, Brittany. She says, thank you so much. I needed this. You're welcome. So much love for you. We all need this from time to time. I'm a medium. I talk to my family all the time, but I'll take a reading here and there. Do you know what I mean? Because we just miss their physical presence. Yeah. But the more we do things in their name and do a pay it forward, it's like we're keeping the energy going. But there are days where you're just like, I am going to stay in bed and cry because this is too much. This is too much. And we have a right to be angry. And I love that people want to help. But my pet peeve is when people are like, it was in your contract. Like, and so you're just supposed to spiritual bypass it and be like, okay, what does that mean? You know? Yeah. Hi, sweet thing. I'm glad you're here. Yes, big hugs to you, Brittany. Thank you, Peace 83. The holidays can, yeah. Perfect. So I teach people. Oh, yeah, as a hospice nurse, you're teaching people. Yeah, don't say that. That's the worst thing you can say. Yeah. Or everything happens for a reason. It was God's time. It's like, that's, it does, if you're trying to like comfort somebody, that does not comfort people. And we have a right to have our humanness. We may, excuse me one second, we may understand things spiritually, but on our human side, if we're mad and we're sad, we have to acknowledge that. We might understand it spiritually, but that doesn't mean like our physical presence isn't missing them. Do you know what I mean? It's so silly. Okay, I'm gonna plug in my phone because my phone is dying. Do you remember I told you guys I always charge my phone before my readings? And then, here we go, hold on one second. I charge my phone before my readings, and then I do these, and then my battery runs out so low. Someone said that happens to them also when they go live. Excuse me, I'm having a hair thing. I just got my bangs good, and I don't think they know which way to go. So thank you guys for being here, and thank you moderators. Silver, send me your email address to where I send you the Zoom class, because we're having a moderator party on Valentine's Day, Sunshine, around 2 p.m. Pacific Coast time, 5 p.m. Eastern time, and at Peace 83, you guys too. Yeah, perfect. Okay, Caitlin, you are next for a reading, Sunshine. Are you in the house? Caitlin. I have a friend that spells her name like you, and everybody calls her Catlin. Do people call you Cat? Thank you for being here, Sunshine. All right, so this is when I start doing a reading for somebody, so sit back and relax and enjoy the process. I will take a break after to say hello to everybody, okay? And thank you for being here. So Caitlin, you see me do these readings, and the way I like to do it is to see who you like to hear from today. I don't need to know their name. I just need to know their relationship to you. Okay, Sunshine? And moderators, thanks again. Your dad, okay. Are you a mom? Because the first thing I feel like I need to come through is just say, you're so great with those kids. Does that make sense to you, Caitlin? I just heard, you're so great with those kids. Yes? Okay. I feel like you're kind of hard on yourself. Do you know what I mean? Are you the only girl, or were you the baby of the family? Because anytime your dad does a thing, you have a 1 and a 2-year-old. Oh my gosh. So new mommy. Yep. He circles you. And so you're either the baby of the family, the only girl, or his favorite, because he circles you. Does that make sense to you when I say that? There's something about where you're hard on yourself. You're such a good mom. And he's like, if you can't, daddy's girl, first daughter. That's it. Yep. There's a thing where you're like, anything I wanted, my dad got for me. Do you know what I mean? I don't feel like he spoiled you, but he was very fair. And to have him come through with truth and integrity is like something that is instilled in you. So you seem a lot like your dad. Does that make sense? And I do have to say that when we lose the parent who is we're most alike and vice versa, when they pass away, we really like miss them. He was always there when I needed him the most. Exactly. And there's something about like when he would keep a promise, he's saying that as well. Like when he would keep a promise. He's showing me a buzz cut. So I don't know if your husband just got a buzz cut or someone was in the military, but I literally say, it's like, do you ever watch Stranger Things and 11 has her hair that short? So I don't know if he's showing me that you're a Stranger Things fan or someone has a buzz cut. Can also be significance of that they were in the military. That's like a sign that they show me too. But this is usually like somebody had a buzz cut. I know that you talk to him a lot because he says, I can hear you. No, he wasn't. Okay. He's either going to show me things about him or you. And if someone just has a buzz cut or short hair like that, like to me, that's a buzz cut. And it can be if there's someone in the family, your brother, whoever, he's showing me a buzz cut. And you do talk to him a lot. Yep, that's what he tells me too. Your husband? Okay. Yeah. See? How would I know that? I always tell people, oh, this is great. I'm like, I wouldn't know it. Yeah. For some reason, there's a movie with Zac Efron called 17 Again. I don't know if you've seen that movie, but I just saw that flash in your reading. So I know like Zac Efron's in that movie and they're at a place having the specific scene in that movie he showed me was like when they're at an ice cream parlor having sundaes. So I don't know if that's a thing that you guys did together, but it reminded me of like the whole ice cream with the chocolate and the cherry on top. And he passed away 3 days after your birthday. Okay. He passed away 3 days after your 17th birthday. Thank you. Thank you. 17 again. So thank you for being open. I always have to share the vision I'm seeing and then I'll understand the rest of it. Okay. Are you kind of independent and people have told you that you're an old soul? So I feel like you kind of like raised yourself. Like 17 on, you're like very, like it's not like a hyper independence since he's been gone. But it's almost like that, like an independence, like you grew up too fast. Do you understand? Yes, I got my first apartment. Okay, yes, because he shows me that. My husband says I'm too independent. Yep, it's like a hyper independence. It's because you lost daddy at such a young age. Do you know what I mean? And you didn't want to be a burden to other people, so you just took care of yourself. That's what he makes me feel. Sweetheart, I'm getting chills everywhere. Do you have visions of having great abundance? Like, have you told your husband, like, we're going to win the lotto, or we're going to have a lot of money one day? Like, are you having visions of that? Like, even if you're just daydreaming and you feel like you make it up, because you're one of these people, it's like diamond in the rough. Whenever I see somebody around you like this in their reading for you, there's great abundance coming your way. Daydreaming about it. That's your dad's way of saying, hey, this is a dream. That's your spirit talking to you. Some people think they're just daydreaming, but if you're having the same dream over and over again, and yeah, hold on, sir, I'll tell her, and you don't know, like, it's not logical, but you keep having it no matter what your mind is telling your heart, that's your spirit pulling you forward to say, he always says, I was going to be the one to make something of my life. He's still saying it. He's still saying it. For some reason, I kept seeing the movie Joy, and that's how I know, like, she's going to invent something, huh? I keep seeing labels. It reminds me of, like, it's like lotion or his favorite barbecue sauce, or like, whenever I see something like this, it's like, I have this recipe and I'm going to duplicate it. It can also mean an invention, but I'm seeing a label put on it. I feel like it's liquid, and then I put a label on it. So it can be a candle, it can be lotion, but it feels like a product. Do you know what I mean? And he keeps talking about that. So for homework, go watch the movie Joy with Jennifer Lawrence, because he's saying there's a lot of alchemy coming your way. When you do the right thing when the wrong thing has occurred, there's good karma coming your way. So I'm so glad you kept being consistent with this reading, that we did this for you today, because this is something I feel like you normally give a lot away to other people and do favors for other people, but I don't see you, he's making me feel like, do a lot for yourself. I make cakes and tried other projects, but I gave it up once I had kids. Okay, that's okay. It just wasn't the right time. Do you know what I mean? You're gonna dust it off, and he shows me that if you just keep writing in your journal about, okay, this is there. Okay, Dad. Did your dad talk really fast? I'm gonna have some more caffeinated tea. Hold on. Either you like people talking fast or your dad talked fast, died, he's like, tell her this. I'm like, sir, I haven't even told her the first thing that you were telling me about. Slow your rope, Dad. Slow down. He's like, I don't go slow. My daughter and I are the same. We hit it hard. We go fast. Ooh, go big or go home, he says. That's his motto. Oh my God, he's so funny. I love your dad. I love your dad. I love your dad. I love your dad. Okay, show me the other thing that you were just going to say, sir. Oh, he's so funny because now I'm like, talk. He's like, no, you told me to slow down. I'm like, all right, don't play games with me, mister. Yeah. Hold on. Which one do you want me to say? Okay. It just wasn't the right time, but you have the right dream. It wasn't the right time. Let things clear. And whenever they show me like 333, it means that you have a big dream and you're going to be able to accomplish that, but you're going to need to ask for help from the other side and get used to receiving help here on the earth plane, because you're not going to be able to do this idea by yourself. I just keep seeing it. And it's interesting because I keep seeing, did you make mini cakes, or was your idea like cupcakes? I keep seeing a mini cake, and it's so funny because it makes me think of My Big Fat Greek Wedding, where they're like, it's a bundt cake. It's got a hole in it. It's a bundt cake. But I just keep seeing like mini cakes. Or if you started your idea and you're like, someone else is already doing that, it doesn't matter. You wanted a cake, yeah, cafe or bakery. I'm telling you, it just wasn't the right time. Excuse me. Many times it's that we have the right dream, but we don't have the right team. And we sometimes have to learn things to help us accomplish that. Did he guide your husband to you? Yes. Your dad's funny. He's all matchmaker. So your dad was funny, huh? I feel like he's Vince Vaughn. Do you know what I mean? Like, your dad was fast, quick-witted, and funny. And if people didn't get his jokes, if you had to describe it to him, he's like, oh, forget it. Because I don't think, your dad doesn't feel like the most patient guy. Do you know what I mean? He feels like more like the intense. Like, he reminds me of Vince Vaughn. Just like, and he's like, he had a movie, Vince Vaughn, where there was a line where he was like, you're so money and you don't even know it. You're so money and you don't even know it. I just keep hearing that. Yeah. So go forward with your idea. Okay, now you want me to tell her? Okay, Dad, it's bossy. Your dad's bossy. No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally happy to give you this information. So do yourself he was a farmer, and every once in a while, yes, and you smell it. I know. That's how it works. That's how it works. You will like sense them. You'll either like see, hear, or feel something, or smell them, and you'll be like, there's even a smell that's around here. It doesn't matter. That's how they get to you. But he's saying this is what he wants you to do, Caitlin. Get yourself a book. I prefer them if they don't have lines in them. This is just what I use to scratch when I'm doing my readings. But anyway, like a drawing book, get one and call it Caitlin's Book of Dreams, and write down everything you want. You're like, I'll have a cupcake corner, and kids can come in and decorate their own cupcakes. They'll be made, but they can frost them. And well, birthday parties, like, put that down. Do you know what I mean? Write everything down. And there is something about writing it down over and over again. It's like you're just sending this message out into the universe, sending this message to your relatives, your ancestors, your angels, so that they can help you with this idea. One of the things that he's saying is, this idea is not going to take off until you can learn how to receive and ask for help. He's making me feel like even if you ask for help with the dishwasher and you go in, and I used to be the same way, so no judgment, but your dad is showing me this. It's like, honey, can you do the dishes? And then he does, and you go in and you go, no, the spoons have to be up or down. It's like you're rearranging things after people do them. Sometimes just like, let it be. If things are going to get washed, it's going to be fine. Do you know what I mean? So that you can save your energy to concentrate on other things. Now, the kids are quite young still, and he keeps showing me the number 7. So when they are like 5 and 7, that's when this idea is going to be revisiting to you. It can be sooner or later, but it's definitely around that timing. I just keep seeing that over and over again. And is your dad's mom crossed as well? And is there a March 17th or Shamrock? Are you guys Irish? Yes, she is crossed over. Okay. Strong woman. Do you know what I mean? Strong woman. Your dad's birthday is in March, because he's drawing me to that. But he with this women are coming forward and saying, we are going to be your good luck charm. He keeps saying that over and over again. So write out your business idea, write out your logo idea. Even if you think like you're just making it up or daydreaming, it does not matter. Just keep writing it out. Because he knew, it's like he had a vision of you. That's why he told you that you were going to be the one that makes something of yourself. So watch that movie Joy so you can get kind of like rejuvenated with the energy of it. But he is saying it's coming. Kids are so young right now. You're still learning some things. And you're like, darn it, I had that dream, but it went away. It just wasn't the right time. So I do believe in manifestation, because he's showing me you with the book The Secret and other ways to learn how to manifest. And I do love all these new things about, yes, you needed this so much. I'm so glad, because he's like, you're just like, oh, I guess my dad was wrong. I'm not going to be special. I guess that dream was not any good. He's like, no. One of the things I love is about all this manifestation is that they're teaching us that we can. But one of the things that they don't show us is that some things manifest fast. Like, I need a parking spot, or I want to buy this for Christmas, and just happen to find that gift. That's manifesting fast. Other things take some time. Do you know what I mean? And other things have their season. So you can't manifest tomatoes to grow in wintertime because it's not the season. But he's making me feel like when your kids are 5 and 7, that's when it's going to be more of your season. I miss him so much, especially with my kids. Always told him I would be a great mom. But I wanted to wait until I was 30. I'm telling you, the first thing he said was that you are a good mom. And I'm like, did she have kids? Is she like a little mommy me to other people? He knows. Do you know what I mean? He knows. And they're being really funny tonight, because he's the second one who's like, sing that Santa Claus song again. It's like, they know when you are sleeping. They know when you're awake. So he's watching over you. And the only reason that I can communicate with him is because I'm a medium. I can hear him this clear, but they can communicate with you too. And this is your love for him and his love for you. I'm just the conduit. Once this reading is over, this energy of what I'm reading is always around you. So it's just a matter of like tapping into it, knowing how to look for signs and things like that. But he's very much being consistent with everything that he said here on the earth plane. He's being consistent with that with you now. He still believes in you. I feel like you had your confidence knocked. Do you know what I mean? And so I'm so glad that you're going to be like dusting this off and looking over it again with your new idea. I know he is. Oh, he's playing with my son in his sleep. He giggles in his sleep. Yes. I love that. I love it. And when kids are little, it's so crazy, because your dad is saying that they will say that they see him. That my nephew did that and never met my dad. And we called him Papa Slick. And he's all, I saw Papa. So they will. Yeah, kids are wide open. And they don't have the logic to tell them that something doesn't exist. And you'll find out a lot of kids have imaginary friends, or they'll talk to people that you can't see, things like that. And that's pretty consistent until they start school. And then then we realize that people are telling us our imaginary friends don't exist anymore. And we're like, oh, they don't exist. So we kind of shut it down. And it's not again until we get older that we start to see that they are really around us, and then we start to have signs. And I call that, some people think they're going through a midlife crisis, but I say that's a spiritual awakening. It's like we've stuffed our gift, our natural gift of like communicating with our ancestors. That's just our birthright. That's something that is just natural. Mediums have a heightened awareness for it so that they can do it for a living, but we all have that ability somehow. Okay? Yes, she's like, I wish I had that gift. It's almost like be careful for what you wish for. I'm glad I have it, but I've really had to learn how to turn it off. And I can't really always read for myself. It's like reading for other people. He probably thinks I'm being needy because I call him a lot. He is not. And the thing is that you're not taking up your loved one's time by relying on them. It doesn't mean that he can't be around mom and other people. He's like, they move at speed of light. Like we just think, oh, this person's here and so they can't be there, but that's not true. And I love Gordon Smith, psychic, says it's more like a hologram, and they do move at the speed of light. Which, by the way, that your dad says that anytime that I start to see this with somebody, it's like look for a star reference or an actual shooting star, because I can see that. He knows, sweetheart. He knows. Do you know what I mean? Whenever there's something where we're worried about what we said, he had an accident and I said stuff I shouldn't have, he would want you to wipe that slate clean. I didn't even see that in a reading, which means he's not even concerned about that. So when the spirit says you gave me so many good years of your life, don't worry about the 2% or the 3% or the argument. It's so crazy. Last night I was on a walk and I was like, someone said something bad to somebody before they passed and now they are blaming themselves. And that's when I went on the walk and I found a Nerf dart. And I don't know if you guys saw that video, but in the reading yesterday I was doing for this family, she was like, can you see the sign that my son is showing you that I'm here? I said, I can't see it, but I told them all kinds of names and a town where they lived and everything. So there was definitely valid information, but she's like, can I tell you what the sign is from our son? It's a Nerf dart. And I was on a walk thinking about this reading, saying someone said something horrible to somebody before they passed and can't let it go. And then I saw the Nerf dart. So I just reminding me about that walk. Yes, we were both much alike and hot-headed. He understands that. He's not giving that a second thought, sweetheart. He knows your heart. He knows your heart. Do you know what I mean? I always say, don't let a two-second comment poison your memories of all the beautiful things that you had. He's not worried about it. He's certainly not concerned about it. He's like, brush it off and move on. He has not given it a second thought. He said, you were there for him before when he was being stubborn. Do you know what I mean? Thank you so much. And thank him for coming in. I needed this so bad. You're welcome, sweetheart. Best of luck to you with everything. So you've seen me do a couple of readings on here. It's very rare that I'll tell somebody, it's like on occasion I'll say, you're a diamond in the rough. You're a diamond in the rough. If you have the courage to move forward and ask for help and follow your idea, you will sincerely have alchemy. You will. And then you can open up that animal shelter and free all the dogs that you want to have. Everything's going to come into place. Okay? You're welcome, sweetheart. Have your dad go with you. I think he stopped at Starbucks on the way over here. He was just like, and tell her this. I'm like, I haven't said the first thing yet, mister. Yeah, he's beautiful. Thank you, Caitlin. Now's the time I'm just going to say hi to everybody. Always, I want to welcome the moderators and thank them. Yep, that's him. Look up interviews on Vince Vaughn, like how quick he talks. That's like, I just keep seeing that. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Thank you guys for being here. And moderators, if you haven't reached out to me, go ahead and email me, juliedart@comcast.net, about the class that we're having. Hello from me and Tom. Hi, Silver. My moderators are having just a gratitude party for everything that you guys have done. If you're just on here, my moderators are moderating for free. They're just volunteers, and I just want to have a way to thank you guys. So we were going to have a party Valentine's Day of 2023. Hi, Little Knot. And we're going to have it at 2 p.m. Pacific Coast Time, 5 p.m. Eastern Coast Time. I will be doing random readings, and then we'll have a little meeting about how we can better serve the community here on TikTok, and you guys can get a chance to meet each other. So I'm thrilled. I am so thrilled. Perfect. And I think I'm going to be taking a couple of days off. I do have some phone readings and some phone readings and some Zoom readings. I have a big Zoom reading if you guys can wish me luck tomorrow. I always get excited and a little bit nervous about every time I'm doing a reading. I know it always goes well after, but I welcome all the prayers for the good energy. So that's at 5 p.m. Pacific Coast time tomorrow. It's always good to see you here. Yeah, I'm excited too. So email me. Kim, I have your email address. A couple of you I don't. And that's how I'm going to send you the Zoom link. So I don't know if Jenny, Peace83, Ashley, Silver. Yeah, that'll be great. Thank you guys so much. I am going to get going, give my dog some love. Thanks again for all the prayers that you guys had for Delilah. She is doing extremely well. Thank God. Thank God. I'm just so grateful. And just keep in mind that your loved ones are always around you. You needn't talk to a medium to talk to your family members. You can just ask them for a sign and say, I need a sign, and hold tightly to the request and hold loosely to how that sign unfolds. Gabriella, thank you for being here. Much love to all of you guys. I'm going to go rest with my puppies. I'm always so grateful for everything, Brittany. Oh, thank you. Good night. Thank you for the amazing reading again. You're welcome. Good night, you guys. Thank you for being here. Much love to you.